Homeowners, do you want to know what the top mistakes that sellers are doing right now to lose thousands of dollars? I'm going to tell you right now on this episode of Ryan in Real Estate. So, no question about it, I see it all the time. Sellers make these mistakes, and in result, it loses not just thousands, but honestly tens of thousands, sometimes even more of dollars that they could be having netting from the sale of their home. Before I get into that, if you have not done so, take a minute, subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, leave us a comment, and we would love to hear from you. If there's anything we can do, as always, let us know. All right, let's get into it. So, what are the mistakes that homeowners are doing? I'm gonna give you the 5 mistakes that I see them do consistently that cost them thousands of dollars. The first one is ignoring the market conditions and bad times. Look, there is better times to put your house on the market, and you do need to understand the market conditions. So if you're working with an agent that's not helping you understand and navigate you through that process, maybe you might need to think about working with someone else. But bottom line, that is a mistake I see all the time. Like simply, they put their house on for sale on a Saturday. No one's looking at their email on a Saturday, and so they miss that. That's one little small thing. But there's so many others versus like, hey, we're gonna list it the day before Christmas. Not a good idea. So number 1 is ignoring market conditions and bad timing. Number 2 is skipping the prep work. A first impression is everything. When buyers are walking into your home, they're already gonna have, no matter what, some type of objections to the home. Unfortunately, there's no perfect home. That being said, you wanna prep your home when you're getting ready to sell it to make sure that when buyers walk through, there's the least amount of buyer objections as possible. So that's why prepping your home is so important when you're thinking about selling it. The biggest mistake that I see is that sellers just don't take the time, whether it's to do a deep clean on their house, freshen up the paint, fix the little chips in their pool, whatever it might be. They don't take that extra time to do it, and so then the list of buyer objections continues to grow. Mistake number 3, and this one usually is the case, is bad photography. And man, I see this all the time. Now, we all could probably agree iPhone photos are probably not the best photos, but I've even seen professional photographers take photos that are bad photos. Photography is everything. We always kind of call it the money shot because that's the first shot you see in a listing. And if that shot does not look good, it's not gonna help the buyer want to click to see the rest. And then if they do see the rest and there's like dirty laundry in the corner or the bed's not made up, and that does go along with the prepping, but why would you even take a photo when it's that case? Or you see people walking around in the background. Or maybe it's a big lot and you're not getting a big drone shot so people can see how big the lot is. Bad photos is a huge mistake that sellers make that cost them thousands of dollars sometimes. Mistake number 4 is difficulty with showing. Buyers want to walk into your home and feel like they can envision themselves there. And if you're lurking around somehow, it's not gonna really make them feel like it. I've had some sellers who just sometimes decided they're gonna hang out nearby, sit out in their car, whatever. Feels invasive, intrusive, and buyers want to be able to walk in and everything looks good, smells good, and they can envision themselves there. Or it might mean that there's not enough availability for people to see your house. Selling your home is sometimes a numbers game. You need enough people to get through and see your home till that one person falls in love with the home, and then they're willing to write you the offer that you're wanting. But if you make it difficult for buyers to actually see the home, and there's constantly, you need 48 hours advance notice before someone sees your home, it makes it difficult for someone to see it. How are you gonna sell something if people can't actually see it? So the mistake to avoid is not letting buyers have as much access to your home to see it, to eventually potentially make that offer, costing you, once again, thousands of dollars. Last but not least, which I believe is the biggest reason, number 5 is overpricing the home. I'm sure you guessed that. Now, a lot of sellers, I hear this is, let's leave room for negotiation, which may be a strategy, but there's a difference between leaving room for negotiation and completely outpricing certain buyers in your market. The reality is homes priced that are too high lead to lowball offers and ending up being price drops. Whenever you have to do a price drop, you typically aren't even gonna get the price you drop it to. So the reality is you need to price it right from the beginning. And if you don't know how to do that, make sure you talk to your real estate agent. If you don't have a good real estate agent, always feel free to reach out to us, but price it right from the beginning. That is probably the biggest one that I see sellers make. And again, it results in them losing thousands of dollars. So if you don't want this to be you and you don't want to make these mistakes, make sure that you are doing everything you can to avoid these mistakes. And as always, we will see you next time on Ryan in Real Estate.